Hi everyone, Vanessa with Agency Shield here. I'm going to go over how to upload your book of business, and specifically this one's going to be for Auto Monoline because that's the one that I have for this little test list that we're going to do. Now, you want to make sure that you put your customers inside of Ricochet for two reasons. First, of course, if you have a monoline, you're going to be able to have cross-sale opportunity. You can put it into your cross-sale campaign in the system, automatically try to cross-sale on all your customers. Those are really good leads. They already trust you enough to have one policy. Why not two or more? The second reason that you want to put your customers in here is for caller ID purposes. So instead of just seeing a random phone number that's calling in, you're going to be able to see that, hey, this is Joe Smith and I sold him on an auto monoline, so he's already a customer. And now you can answer the call and say, hi, Joe, how's it going? You know, how's that auto policy treating you? Something to that effect, probably not that bad. But I'm going to show you how to upload the list. So make sure you have your list ready. Make sure your list is cleaned up. You have clean, clear, concise headers. You're only importing the information that you need in Ricochet. It's a prospecting tool, and also it's going to be your caller ID. So have the information that you want to import ready. I've got my list ready right here. And then we're going to go to configuration and load a list. And then I'm going to show you how we're going to fill out this form. Now, it's going to differ a little bit depending on the type of customer that you're uploading. So if you're uploading an auto monoline, that's going to be a little different than when you're uploading a bundle. But I'm going to walk you through how to do this auto monoline. So we're going to say this is, book of business, auto mono, and we're going to put today's date next to it. Always moving that date back 90 days or older. And associated vendor here. Now, these are the different vendors that we're going to use. So yours might look a little different than mine. This is the updated version where we just added for list uploads. Yours might just be customers. We're going to put all of the customers in the customer vendor inside of Ricochet. So we're going to choose customers for that vendor. Next up, we're going to scroll down just a bit. We want to make the status correct for this list. Now, we're uploading the auto monoline and they are customers. So we're going to look in our status drop down here for customer auto monoline status. And then we're also going to want to make sure we ignore lead age, which is going to check for any duplicates. Now, because you're uploading a customer list, and this gets a little bit tricky here, you want to make sure you're updating your existing lead in the system when it's checking for duplicates. If you don't update the existing lead, it's going to kick out the customer off your list and keep maybe the quoted old lead that you had in the system. So when uploading your customers, if you've already uploaded, leads and quoteds and that kind of type of lead in the system, you want to make sure you're updating the existing lead with your customer list, so that way you're not calling to follow up on a really old quote when you already sold them and they're already your customer. So make sure to update existing lead, ignore lead age. Now we can select our file from our Ricochet Leads folder. And we're going to have that auto monoline file right here. Make sure it's CSV file. We only update or upload the CSV files. And then go ahead and click import. And that is going to import your book of business, your customer list for auto monoline. Once that populates, we're going to do the mapping. So remember, mapping is first name on this side. That is the first name on the Excel sheet. We're going to take first name on the Excel sheet we just uploaded. We want to tell Ricochet where we're going to put that information into it. So if you click in here and if you type in first, it's going to give you a drop down of all the first options that you can put it under. And I did type in first there, but it looks like we've got a little bit of a delay. So what I could do is just scroll down, find main contact info, and choose first name under main contact. Last name, we're going to do the same thing. We're going to type in last, and we're going to tell the system, take the last name from the Excel sheet, and I want you to create a lead and put last name into last name field in Ricochet. phone number. So we're going to click in here. You can type in phone. It's going to give you the phone options that we have in Ricochet. We have all kinds of different field options in Ricochet. We want to make sure we're putting it in the right spot. So we want to put phone number from the Excel sheet into phone main under main contact inside of Ricochet. I'm not going to do the rest of the mapping here because this is just a tutorial. So after you're done, you can import. Ignore all this stuff here. This is not for the insurance side of the vertical. You don't have to have all these green in order to upload a list. Just make sure you have a phone number and a name at least on your list, so that way you're going to be able to call them with the auto dialer. You're going to be able to, address them by their first name, so that at least you have that much information to prospect with. With your customer list, you really only need first, last name, and phone number. That way you have their caller ID popping up for you. You're going to status them as customer monoline. So let's go ahead and click on import here. And that list is going to import. We got a success message. If we go to view import history, we'll see that list is in progress to be uploaded into Ricochet. If I go to lead management, we're going to be able to check on those leads. And when they do come into the system, we're going to be able to see that they came in as auto monoline as the status, because that's what we statused them. And if our duplicate finder found that this lead was actually a customer now, it would replace it with the customer status from your list. So that way you're not going to have those duplicates rolling around in your system. It's much easier to prevent duplicates than it is to get them out of your system later on. So let's filter to see if we got them, and now our list is uploaded. We've got 16 leads in here, all of them customer auto monoline status. So these ones are actually going to go into our cross-sale campaign automatically. We can go to Manage Dialer Campaigns. We'll look at our cross-sale campaign here. And now because we statused these leads customer auto monoline, it's automatically going to pull those leads into our customer auto monoline cross-sale campaign. So it's going to come up in your auto dialer 30 days later because it's waiting to be statused for 30 days. It'll go into the auto dialer to be called on in the Shark Tank. And that is how you'll upload your auto monoline book of business.